You won't believe it. This land is covered in delicious mushrooms. It's like a gathering of plant people. And at this moment, the environment minister is making jokes. It's like a monster feast. This extreme infectivity is a headache, so they inform the Prime Minister immediately. The Prime Minister listens and feels frustrated, while the Environment Minister comforts him. Unbelievably, mushrooms are sprouting from his own neck, and Sheena is worried the Prime Minister might freak out, so she quickly yanks off. Experts find that the monster has tons of toxic gas inside, and if it all leaks out, the consequences are simply unimaginable. The Prime Minister decides to keep it under wraps for now. Then the leaders gather for a meeting and decide to blow the monster to smithereens with missiles. At that moment, Nan's whimsical proposal comes up. He's proposing the rejected method, the smoke venting in barbecue shop, super scientific. But everyone was still hesitant. Calculating the 3 drilling positions accurately was extremely tough, so the proposal was shelved. Now, Nan is reviving it. He plans to use missiles to blast 3 holes in the gooey bubble, and he's already had experts calculate the positions. But this result could very well be only Bruce on the island can calculate correctly, and Nan's approach feels like throwing caution to the wind. Both his mindset and Sheena are against using missiles. It would also leave more people homeless, so they have to stop the missile launch tomorrow. The next day, negative news explodes online, and the Prime Minister tries to protect the public's right to know by censoring horrifying news, but it backfires. People explode with rage upon seeing the pictures. Didn't the Prime Minister say the monster's corpse was harmless? How come people are turning into mushrooms now? The islanders are fuming, and the whole island is in an up. Things are getting worse, and the online negativity is overwhelming. If Congress doesn't act quickly, they might get drowned by the islanders. Right now, the pressure in the monster is rising dangerously, closing in on 350 kpa. If it hits 550 kpa, it'll go boom. Nan has to take control of the missile launch himself. But his calculations are full of holes. If they're executed, it'll only make things worse. But once the arrow is shot, there's no turning back. Little life just has to go along with it. Can you break the unbeaten meteor circle? Just a second before the launch, someone is seen standing on the monster. It's the secret agent Zintai. He found an easy way to handle the corpse. He brought 3 injectors and VR goggles. Everyone is puzzled about what he's up to. Actually, these were all prepared by Bruce. It turns out Bruce heard him out before blowing up the dam. Bruce fully agreed with the system and offered help, first preparing 3 smoke vents for Zintai. He calculated the 3 correct drilling positions and worried Zintai couldn't understand the data, so he downloaded them into the VR goggles. Talk about high-tech. Now Zintai is following the VR goggles instructions, aiming the gun at a point and the monster ready to take action. After adjusting the angle, he decisively pulls the trigger, and as a result, the smoke device just stops on its own. Finally, he opens the gun valve, and a duct for venting moisture is successfully established, letting the putrid gas escape rapidly. Then, Zintai works on other positions, and the corrupt gas bursts out like a spring, working perfectly as planned. He just needs to climb to the top of the gooey bubble and punch the last hole to channel the gas into the stratosphere. Just at this moment, Nan disregards Zintai's safety and launches a missile at the gooey bubble. Zintai's colleagues in the Special Agent Squad show great promise. One female teammate even defies orders to intercept. Zintai doesn't notice who saves him. He quickly puts on VR goggles, precisely locates coordinates, and inserts the last perforation device. With the last gas hole opened, the putrid gas inside the gooey bubble is drained successfully, and all the toxins are being sucked out. All of it spirals upward, straight toward the stratosphere, and Zintai finally succeeds. As the whole situation seems to be salvaged. Who knew Nan would instantly order his men to prep new missiles, not caring if Zintai gets blown up. Sheena hurriedly tells him to stop. But Sheena doesn't realize that Nan's target is actually Zintai. He just wants to force Zintai to show his true identity. 2 years ago, in a mission, Zintai encountered a beam, disappeared, and now mysteriously returns. The doubts in Nan's heart grow deeper. He believes he can only uncover Zintai's true identity when he's in absolute despair. A new round of missiles rains down from the sky, striking the monster and causing a massive explosion, sending Zintai plummeting. Sheena rushes forward to save him, but it's too late. Common sense says that falling from such a height guarantees a terrible outcome. But if he doesn't want to die, his heart might just give him a hand. He uses his heart to help himself, but you know what? Zintai emerges unscathed. Slowly, he's no mere mortal, and Sheena's thrilled, wanting to rush over for a hug. But Zintai firmly tells her not to proceed any further, and then raises a highly mysterious object while chanting a spell aloud. Hizinan watches, with a facial expression revealing his complete understanding. He had suspected it all along. All his wild behavior earlier was to force Sintai to transform. A dazzling light illuminates the sky, and before Sheena's disbelieving eyes, a giant Ultraman figure gradually emerges. It turns out Sintai has been chosen by Ultraman as the Son of Light, and everyone is in shock. Sintai lifts the monster's body into the sky and zips away with it at the speed of light. Talk about a game changer. After a month of agonizing trouble, everything finally gets resolved thanks to Ultraman's power. It's just absurd. Since you knew you were Ultraman, why wait so long? You could have transformed at the start. Turns out, during his battle with the monster, Sintai drained his energy, which resulted in him being unable to handle the body promptly. He was also trying to cover his true identity, constantly hiding where he had been for the past 2.5 years. The conclusion of dealing with the giant monster's body doesn't show Ultraman's face, mainly because the focus isn't on him. Instead, it's a satire of real-world politics and bureaucracy, with the Prime Minister only caring about whether the monster can bring economic benefits.